when it came to the breast implants, how long have you had them in before you end up making that decision to
remove them?
Yeah.
It was like 2019, so like a year later, and like the middle of 2019, and then I removed them 2020 in January.
So you had them for about 6 months.
Well, a year.
Okay.
Yeah, it was more than a year.
Okay. Maybe I got my math wrong. But in that span of a year, were you getting sick from the breast implants at all, or you didn't notice the sickness until it was the butt implants?
I just noticed weird stuff going on with my breast. And it was more of my breast that I was feeling like pain in, and just like how it started. Okay, this is what happened. I gotta tell the whole story because this is how it happened, right?
Okay.
Okay, so I got the surgery, right? So I ordered some stuff called a pediment, and that's supposed to make you gain weight. It's like a syrup that you drink, and it's supposed to make you gain weight and help you. I've took a pediment before, but I only had one bottle, and it worked, and I was just fine. So I knew it worked, so I was trying to do a weight gain journey because I was trying to put on 30 pounds more, like after the surgery, because my goal was to do a fat transfer once I put on, because the reason why I got the butt implants was because I didn't have any fat to transfer. So I wanted to wait till after the surgery to start doing the pediment because I wanted the weight to like go around. I don't know. I probably honestly should have drank that first and then just did a fat transfer, and I wouldn't probably need the implants, but that's just how I did it, right? So I ordered about 5 bottles, and this is way before the surgery when I got the bottles. So I just put it under my bed and just had it sitting there, until the surgery. So I got the surgery, and then I waited until I healed. So I started taking it, like, it takes like 3 months to heal for surgery. And I started taking it around like March going into April. So I started drinking it. I drank 1 bottle and it worked. I drank the other bottle, it wasn't working. I drank another bottle, it's not working. Drink the other one, it's not working. It's not, none of the rest of them wasn't working. So I'm like, what's going on? So I think maybe they were expired or something because I waited so long to take it. It was just sitting under my bed. So another lady who seen that I was taking it, who followed me on Instagram, she has like a little boutique and wanted to send me some clothes, and she was also selling the pediment. So she wanted to send me 2 free bottles. So she sent me those, I took those and it worked. But when I gained the weight, I started having some breathing problems. And I'm like, what's going on? So I started having some breathing problems, and then I started having panic attacks. I'm like, what's going on? And just every hour I'm having these panic attacks. I would be driving, I gotta pull over and breathe. I'd be at work, I gotta run to the back to the dressing room because I don't want to be like, what's going on. I'm having these attacks, and it's just hard to breathe. And then I start feeling tired. I start feeling fatigue. Then I start trying to eat, and my throat feels like it's closing up. Like it feels like it's a rock or something in my throat. And I'm like, why can't I like swallow? Like I would like eat food, and then I would have to chug water down to get it to go down. Like it was like I just couldn't eat properly, swallow, breathe. So I started going to the emergency room to see what was going on, and they told me I just had anxiety, which is probably true. I've never had that, but I feel like maybe I developed some type of anxiety after the surgery. I asked my doctor about it, who did my boobs, and he said that's normal. But it was just something else going on. I felt like something wasn't right. So I was having these like sharp pains in my boobs, like the implants itself, like it would get hard. Now, it wasn't capsular contracture. It's something called that where it gets hard. I didn't have that, though. It was just out the blue. I would get these random, like, sharp pains, and it would go away. And I would, like, have to massage my neck. Like, I would massage my neck. I'll feel the burn. I massage the side, it'll release. Like, it was just weird. It was a lot of weird stuff going on. I was also having like digestive issues. Like, I would be burping like literally every 30 seconds, burping. So I kept going to, I've been to the emergency room like 10 times, I say, more than 10 times, at least 10 though. And, you know, they ran tests and did all of that stuff and everything's coming back normal. So I'm like, why is this happening? I started to think, I'm like, what if I'm trying to see if it's the impediment or is it the surgery? Now, I stopped taking the impediment, right, when it was hard to breathe. So I lost all the weight and it was easier to breathe, but I was still having the panic attacks and like these heart palpitations. Like my heart would be racing, like it feels like it would be dropping. And, you know, I'm like, okay, I stopped taking it. So I'm hoping it's not the surgery because it was really my dream. And I paid a lot of money. And I'm like, okay, I just got these done. Like, I'm praying to God, like, please. And when I would have these attacks, I would like pray to God and just be like, you know, I think I gotta get these out. Like, I think it is. And then it would stop and subside and I would think I'm fine, but it would happen again. And so I was just kind of debating for a couple months, like, should I take these out or not? Because I thought maybe, you know, whatever's going on, I thought the doctors can just like fix it and then I'll be fine. But it, you know, they couldn't find what was wrong. Everything kept coming back normal, but I was still sick.
So, is it an allergic reaction to the silicone? Is that what it is? Is this just your body not accepting the silicone?
Well, I started doing more research. It's a thing called breast implant illness. And I started watching some YouTube videos of some girls who made, you know, a video about it. And at first, I didn't want to watch those because I knew about it, honestly, before I got the surgery. I knew it was a thing called breast implant illness, but I thought it wasn't going to happen to me because they say it only happens to 1% or some small number. And I'm a very healthy girl, so I thought maybe I could like handle it. But I guess not. And so I was seeing what they were saying, and because I just thought, you know, maybe let me just see what they're saying. I didn't want to. I'm a manifester, and I didn't want to watch nothing, speak it, or hear it, or read, or nothing like that, because that was just honestly going to give me more anxiety. But I'm like, let me just see what they're saying, and they were saying the same thing, like the same symptoms I was having. They were saying the same thing. So, you know, I was asking my doctor about it, and he was like, you know, there's not a lot of research to really confirm that there is such a thing called breast implant illness, or like evidence. And he was also like, well, what if those girls just have some other underlying condition, you know? But some of these girls I was reading, it's also a group on Facebook called Breast Implant Illness. And, you know, some of those girls were saying they were healthy, perfectly fine before. And, you know, after they got the implants, they got sick. So I'm like, I think it's the implants. Like, I was like, I got to get these out.
Did the doctor who did the breast implants remove them as well? Same doctor, or you went to a different person?
No, I went to him. Yeah, he the one who did it, he removed it.
Do you, did he try to fight you, and I use that term loosely, but did he try to fight you, so to speak, so you wouldn't get the removal? Was he trying to get you to live with it a little longer? Or?
No, me and my doctor are very close, and whatever I want to do, he'll do it. Like, he really just wants to see me win, and just whatever makes me happy, he'll do it. We first was debating for a couple months. We was like, let me just go to these doctors, like the GI doctor. You know, I'm going to see the therapist, and we're going to see what's going on with the symptoms and try to fix that. And if it's not working, then he said he'll take them out for me. So for a couple months, I just kind of try to fix it. I started going to this little health store by my house to drink like organic juices. It's an all organic health store. Because I thought I can beat it. Like, when I researched breast implant illness, they said it's something with the immune system. It starts to weaken. So I thought if I drank some like juices or like took some vitamins to build up my immune system, I thought I could beat it. But it's, you know, some of these girls were saying they did everything they could and nothing was working. They were still sick.
Was your doctor aware of the epidemic usage?
Yeah, I told him. I told the emergency room. I told everybody, every doctor I went to.
What were their thoughts on it?
They said that they didn't really. I don't really think they factored it into why I was having all those symptoms. Because well, the GI doctor that I went to, he said it was illegal. So, that's all he said was it's illegal and it causes problems. And I've researched whether I got the surgery or not. The impediment wasn't good. It was gonna do damage because some of these girls, I watched some YouTube videos and they said they took it and they were having like the anxiety and the heart palpitations and stuff like that. And I think it does like kidney damage. So, but it didn't have nothing to do with the implants. That's a whole nother story.
So do you think you were getting? So do you think this is what was causing the issue? Was breast implant illness? Do you think it was a combination of the amphetamine too, or do you think it was just one more than the other?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. And I to this day I be like, I wish I never took the impediment. What if I never took the impediment? Will I still be fine now? But some of these girls with the breast implant illness, they never took a impediment and they still have the problems. So I know it's the implants.
Now, it costs you money to get the implants inserted. Does it cost you as much money to get them removed? I know, I mean, this is not like a tangible item, so to speak, like a garment where you can go to the store and say, hey, I want a refund. This garment is not working, or it's, so how does that work money-wise?
Well, it's not the same price as you pay to get it in. So the doctor who's going to remove my butt implants, it's half off than what I paid. And my doctor who did my breast, it was only half off of what I paid.
Do they feel sorry that this happened? Do they work on the pricing with you just because they may feel bad about the implants not working out?
Well, they have to charge like what the surgeon fee is and all that stuff. Well, of course, I know they probably feel bad that this was my dream and all that stuff, and we got to take them out now. But if it's gonna make me healthy, they're not really feeling bad. They're gonna just take them out.
And you get the breast implants removed, you stop taking amphetamine. With the butt implants, what kind of symptoms are you getting at this point? How do you know something's going on now because of the butt implants?
I still have like digestive issues. I still sometimes feel tired. And sometimes I have my moments where I have to just kind of sit down and breathe. I think like my chest just needs time to, all the cells or whatever, I don't know, to like come back to normal. It's gonna take some time to heal. But like as far as my butt goes, it's like sometimes it's not really like hurting like all day. Like sometimes I'm starting to get little sharp pains. Yeah. But it's not like excruciating pain.
And not being funny, but is there something like butt implant illness or?
I don't think it is. I think it's more breast implant illness because a lot of girls probably just got BBLs and they got breast implants. I don't think a lot of girls got butt implants, so it's not no butt implant illness. But I just call it implant illness because they're both silicone.
Do you think maybe if you had a different type of implant, the results might have been different?
No, because even if I got saline implants, the bag is silicone.
I see. Some of the symptoms have gotten better though after the breast implant removal.
And the heart palpitations and stuff like that, the anxiety attacks have kind of stopped because I started taking medicine for hyperthyroidism. I developed hyperthyroidism as well.
And was that attributed to anything? Was that attributed to the implant or the epetamine?
I think it was from the implants because my doctor told me if once I stopped taking the epetamine, the hyperthyroidism should have stopped because hyperthyroidism is usually caused by like an autoimmune disease, and I don't have none of that, so I know it's the implants.
Is that something that can be beat, or is that something that remains with you for life?
It's something that does remain with you for life, but I think I'm gonna beat it because she told me that it's not caused by an autoimmune disease. So I know that if it's caused by the implants, once I get the implants out, it will be gone. I'm gonna take, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to kind of treat it.
And are you gonna wait a little longer to decide if you're gonna do the butt implant removal, or you know for a fact you're gonna get it done?
No, I'm getting it removed as soon as possible, very soon.
The implants aren't out yet, but from this whole entire experience, the breast implants, the epetamine, the butt implants, what did you learn from this whole situation? What did you take out of that? What was...
Just stay natural. Just stay natural. I wish I would have just gained the weight correctly and just did the fat transfer.
Was the bigger sizing of your butt, the bigger sizing of your breast, did that have anything to do with the exotic dancing career, or did you have other reasonings to get this done?
No, that was just always my dream. Everybody knows I'm a huge Nicki Minaj fan, and I've always been obsessed with how she looks, and I love her body. And so I always felt like looking at Nicki Minaj is like looking at me in the mirror. Like, I feel like that's me in the future. So I'm like, once I get this done, I'm gonna be killing it with these. Like, I felt like I was gonna boss up. Like, so it was always my dream because I've always wanted to be like thicker and curvier. I'm a petite girl, but I wanted something, because I felt like I didn't really have nothing. And I just really liked her body. So that's what I was trying to like achieve.